Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you series of examples where early queen development favors white. In this first example, white plays e4, black challenge with e5, then white throws pawn to the center with d4. It is natural for black to play advanced by not taking that pawn. However, I'm going to capitalize on where pawn takes and now queen takes. As early as move 3, we have developed the queen, which is out of the opening rules. However, you need to learn some cool stuff so as to apply in your games so you can know the do's and the don'ts when it comes to this kind of position. That's why I'm showing it to you. In this particular position, there's a natural reply by black, and that is knight to c6. We should not lose guard. The knight is attacking the queen, so therefore we are by obligations to move the queen to a safe square. Do not play this. Queen to c3 kills the queen instantly, because after queen to c3, bishop follows to b4 and pins the queen, and you are losing the game. Many tried responses by grandmasters involve moving the queen down to d3 or taking the queen here. These are approaches that has been played over the years. In this particular example, I'm going to stay with queen to a4. With queen to a4, queen to e7. That's where we are going to play knight to c3, defending that pawn and supporting the queen. In this case, knight to f6 is logical, piling up pressure on this pawn. After bishop to g5, pinning down this knight to the queen, d5 comes up, challenging the center. Just castle your king the long side, and we are activating this rook with just a single move and keeping the king safe. If pawn takes on e4, knight takes on e4. After queen takes, can you see the continuation? In this place, we can just storm the back rank with rook to d8. The knight cannot take because the knight is pinned to the king, so this is with check. So king takes, we can now take this queen since the knight is now pinned to the king. The king has a new position. This is how we win in this first scenario, and developing the queen very early favors us here. In this second example, we are going to see similar moves like e4, e5, d4 follows, pawn takes, queen takes. We are in the position we had in the first one. In the first one, we saw knight development instantly hitting the queen. In this case, queen to f6 comes up, trying to offer queen exchange, where queen takes queen and knight develops for free. But we're going to decline this by playing queen to e3, with knight to h6, knight to c3, knight to g4 attacking that queen. This is one thing that beginners are afraid of, losing their queen early. However, we can apply a lot of logical reasonings to these ideas when learning things like this. In this case, we should not be scared to apply an in-between move, and that move is knight to d5. The move is attacking the queen. Although we are going to lose the queen, yes, but look at this. Our move comes with a check. It makes sense, right? Good. In this case, black sees this and go for queen to c6. Our queen is still under attack, and this pawn is under attack. What do you think we should do? Well, we have a sneaky response. We have queen to f4. The move attacks this square twice, the knight and the queen. In this case, if this happens, queen takes queen, then we can take this pawn, we check to the king and attack the rook, and we have a rook for a knight. Well, we can still save the knight. However, black might see this and play d6. If d6 happen, can you spot the continuation? Bishop to b5 is simply crushing. We are going to leverage on the idea of pin. This queen is now pinned. Then with a combination of tactical idea plus a fork, if the queen takes, then we do this. Knight takes the pawn on c7 check. A royal fork, attacking the king, attacking the rook, and attacking the queen. And this is how you win, just by developing your queen early and attracting black to attack the queen. In this third example, check this out. e4, e5, d4 follows. Now, this is a little different approach from the other two examples. Here, d5 comes up. You see the approaches changes here. In this case, just develop your knight to c3. Pawn takes on d4, attacking the knight. Take with the queen. We still have the queen on d4. In this position, pawn takes on e4. Black is inviting white to take this pawn so that he can block with the queen and pin the queen to the king. In that case, the game might go in black favor actually. However, we have a sneaky move. We can just throw in knight to d5. And this move is very sneaky such that the knight is attacking this square and we are preparing to take this pawn. So, if c6 trying to kick away that knight so that queen can take the queen here, what do we do? Queen to e5 check is simply crushing, joining forces with the knight on c7. This is powerful. If the bishop blocks or the knight blocks, or the queen cannot even block. So if any of these two pieces block, we just play with check. King will still move, then we take the rook, having material advantage. However, let's look at an inferior move. The both moves are still inferior though. There's king to d7 in this case. What do we do? Let's capitalize on this. The king has lost the right to castle. That is one thing you should understand in this position. And secondly, we have opened spaces for the light square attack from the light diagonals. So let's see, after queen to f5 check, creating room for the bishop to come in so that he can also harass the king. King to d6, bishop to f4 check, king to c5, pawn to b4 check, king to d4, c3 is simply winning. Just imagine the creativity. In the last example in this video, we're going to see e4, e5, d4. In this case, there's something you must observe. In the two first traps, we saw pawn takes and queen takes. In the third one, we saw pawn push. Then later on, queen took and stay here. In this case, it's a different position entirely. Here we saw f6. What do you observe? The light squares becomes weak, attacking the king. We can use that to attack the king. That's what I want to say. So in this case, let's just continue. From here, pawn takes on e5, pawn takes on e5. Then we can play a sneaky move, queen to h5 check. This is simply crushing. If the king move, then we have gotten the right for the king to castle in this game. And we can still take this pawn with check and cause a lot of havoc around the black king. However, in this position, let's capitalize on an inferior move, which is g6. Just take this pawn with check. If bishop block, we take the rook. And here we are winning. Thank you for watching this video. If you've enjoyed this content, do not forget to subscribe to this channel for more, like and share to your friends. See you in upcoming videos on this channel. Good luck.